everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. In today's episode, we're going to go into the cellar. We're at Mikhail Ross's place, and we know that we need to look for a specific bottle of wine, literally the one that's named after his pig, which I believe is Lulabelle. I'll also take these nails, because nails are useful if I ever get boot upgrades. Coin purse up here. Just checking there's nothing sitting behind the sitting behind the painting. It's always a possibility. Always gotta check. Okay, so we have Thalos Vintage Rotgut, Black Pig Honey Wine, Dario's Finest Red, Mezd Malek's Finest Darkest, Akim's Robust, Medius Under, that one. Lulabelle's Honey Wine, 1218 AD. Well, that was useful. I forgot that was the way to get in there, it's kind of funny. Huh. Interesting. I changed the bricks again. I haven't seen that before. Anyway, down the cellar.
Good, if that vile stench doesn't deceive me. Queen Justinia and her lackeys are down here somewhere.
Indeed they are. We also heard about a thieves guild down here. So we can probably knock out two birds, one stone. If we play our cards right. But allow us to explore, shall we? What's this do? Gives me a ladder. It's useful. There is lots of ways you can jump around the sewer, but I think I'm just going to walk through it for the most part. Till we get to these obvious traps. Hello, Mr. Rat.
The pointy things are everywhere! Watch out!
Thank you, Mr. Rat, for pointing out the pointy things. As you can see here, he's indeed... correct about the pointy things. That's a shame. Okay. So, let's separate ourselves. Alright, I need the Red Prince to go over here, because Solora's going to murder himself. Get off the spikes! You insane fucking squirrel. Literally gonna kill himself. Alright, Lucy, you can do this parkour so you don't die. Or so we don't kill a squirrel companion. First things first, let's get over here. Puppet bead. Interesting. Also, you can pick locks, which means if I find anything I want to unlock, you can also do it. Nether squab, wand of the lizard, and some gold. Okay, good to know. On the plus side, I have physical armor, so I can actually walk over these for the most part without too much of an issue. So again, we could walk over to this door, which gets us into this room. Alternatively, we can jump over here, which gets us into this room, which then gets us across here. I'm trying to remember the layout of this place, because if at all possible, I want to explore everything. But I think, ultimately, that kind of means that I need to walk across some spikes. What I'm thinking about doing here, by the way, let's drop something. Let's drop mosquito swarm for now, and we'll add spread your wings. The reason for this... There. I have wings, which means I don't do anything to the floor. And elsewise, I can just teleport. That works. I can just fly over the top of everything.
Crates of death fog. How did they get here?
That seems quite dangerous. Also useful, I think you can probably break these crates of death fog. They're too heavy to carry. It doesn't let you carry them. So, I swear I just saw a rat here, right? Oh, there it is. Closer, it turns out. Can't speak with the animals. Either that or it's a very rude rat, one or the other. The Red Prince, however, can speak with the animals. Except I'm really bad.
I found something.
Also, finding secret doors, the Red Prince is pretty good at. Where did the rat go? This way. There he is. He's just in the dark. It's very hard to see.
Well, look at you. Another jumpersaur here to join the circus,
Circus? What do you mean?
Eight-legged mummies, crate dwarves, lousy children. What else would you call it?
Eight-legged mummies. Spiders?
Spiders as big as your head. No, bigger. And they'll grow a baby inside you if you're not very, very, very careful.
Well, that sounds disgusting. Tell you you've never heard of lousy children.
Sneaky, oily, lousy kids dip in and out of here all the time. I ought to set out traps, see what I catch.
Fair enough. That will probably be the thieves, presumably. Ask her about the crate dwarves.
What's to tell? A noisy gang of dwarves dragged an excessively large gang of crates in, and neither one ever left. Rude.
I like the idea that for this dwarf, it's like, like they're just intruding on her space.
The city and its people can be measured by the number of children in its sewers. Maybe some children belong in the sewers.
Good old Red Prince. Join me, Lisa.
What you doing?
A little girl looks you square in the face. She doesn't smile, she doesn't frown, and she sure as hell doesn't look shy.
Tell her the cheese vendor told you all about their little racket.
Did she now? Well, I know someone who'll be losing her income.
She thinks about
Oh,
it.
whoops.
Now that you're here, can't very well leave. Suppose you told someone. Nah, that wouldn't do. Nah, you'll just have to die. Get my troll to do it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. The troll will fix it. And then you'll be dead.
Tell her to think again. You don't want to hurt her or her troll.
Well, maybe. We'll see. But you better be good. Hey, got any money?
What are you selling?
Stuff. You know, cool stuff. Mostly.
To be fair, this is mostly cool stuff, but look at it, this is the best vendor we've seen thus far. She has 41,000 gold. She is also a child. And yeah, these are quite good rings. I'm not going to spend money on them just yet, but... Hello. Yep. It's a growling troll. Hello, Meadow.
Hello.
Do you sell different stuff? Yeah, they also like quite good jewelry. Presumably all shit they stole. I'm not going to steal from the Thieves Guild.
That painting is definitely unique.
Interesting. What'd you learn to play?
Dunno. I just pull it out of my hat.
I like the tune.
Thanks.
Interesting. Unusual oil painting.
What do you say when a cat wins the dog show?
I don't know. What do you say when the cat wins the dog show?
It's a catastrophe.
It's actually a really hard pun to get if it's not in writing, but I do kind of love it.
You're fun. I like you.
Does this troll belong to her?
He's my friend. I like him too. But he has a terrible sense of humour. And he eats cats.
Ask if he could be the troll's friend too.
I don't think so. Trolls don't like grown-ups. Anyways, I'm not in charge. Tamora's in charge. We all do what she says.
How'd you manage to tame a troll?
Oh, he's not tame. He's not tame at all. Bye then.
Fair enough.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Alright, where'd Tamara go?
I suppose.
Did she disappear? No, there she is. No, that's Meadow. There she is.
Hello? Got any more money?
Ask the child if she knows about the crates stacked outside of her hideout.
My daddy once said, don't go to the toilet on your own doorstep. Then my mom chased him away for going in the bedroom. Them crates belong to dwarves. We leave them alone. The crates and the dwarves.
Makes sense. Worried about the trolls, aren't they dangerous?
They're our friends. Pom-Pom can talk to him. They're not very clever, but she says they're nice.
It is interesting, the trolls seem to not care about the children. It's interesting. It's whether or not the trolls have some kind of, I guess, morality would be the best way of putting it, where they recognize that they're children and they're not going to kill children. I don't know. It's strange. Remark on the rather unique looking painting. Don't mention that it's the second passion of Lucian.
Yeah, it's alright.
Offer to buy it.
Let me think. No,
Where'd you get it?
that's for me to know and you to never find out.
It's okay, you don't really care about the painting.
I stole it from Lord Kem's house, didn't I? And so what? I only took one of them. The other two were too heavy.
Found in Lord Kem's house, where?
Got a map. There's a pulley thing here. And then a pool with no water and a hatch in it. Easy.
Interesting. I'm gonna offer to buy it again.
Yeah. No.
Tell you just really, really, really want it.
Okay. You can have it for this much.
Take it.
Take the stupid painting then. I never liked it anyway.
I'll spend 100 grand on that. Oh, it wasn't even 100 grand, it was 10 grand. I can afford 10 grand. Look at this. Apparently it's only worth 200. So I vastly overpaid. But oh well. So we got a bit more information there about... over here, there's like I can stand on this apparently? And on that, because there's a chest over there. Interesting. I wonder whether or not this chest is owned by them, strictly speaking. Yeah, apparently it is technically owned by them. I love it, she's trying to explain that joke to the troll. I guess the troll just doesn't understand the joke. It's not that he doesn't have a sense of humor, he just doesn't understand the joke. Alright, as I said, I want to explore all of this place as much as possible. And it is a relatively big place to explore. This room here is nothing but a big-ass trap. So I'm going to ignore that for the most part. This is where we came in. We came this way. Bam. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. This here has been explored, so I guess this way is the way we want to go, really. And there is a dead dwarven thief here. I'm going to do a quick save here. There is a few fights in here from memory. And I don't want to be jumped by one that's too tough for me. Hello.
Arks, city of secrets it is. And you know what happens to the most valuable secrets? They get buried. Or stolen. That happens too. Some secrets get stolen, then buried. With some, it's the other way round.
What secrets have you found in these sewers?
Royalty, my friend. Royalty holds court here. You might think me crazy, but I've seen the royal wardens patrolling these corridors. And as you can tell, they saw me. Pity, really. That would have been a good score. Would have been the highlight of my career, that. Stealing from royalty, hiding in the sewers, up to no good. They wouldn't have been able to report the theft to the authorities. The perfect crime, that. Oh well, I had a good run.
Probably would be a pretty damn good crime, actually. He's right. Who are they going to report it to? They're the authorities. We'll take your shit, though. You're dead, you don't need it.
I was sure I saw torchlight down there. I was sure I saw torchlight down there.
Interesting. I believe there's a fight right here. The spiders that they mentioned. Hello?
Bound and blindfold, you are dragged through the darkness. The stench tells you you're in the sewers. Your dwarven captors are silent, but then a skittering, as of blades tapping on stone. Your captors stop, unsure. Screams rend the darkness, silence falls, and then that sound again. Sticks dancing on stone. You tear the blindfold free, then wish you hadn't. The giant spider looms over you. Its jaws close upon your face.
So, there be spiders.
It's an ambush. Of course it is.
Ugh. They're not even really spiders, are they? They're like... Oh, she's infested. Blessed, regenerate. Okay. So I can heal that off. That's not the end of the world. And there's 4 spiders, is there? Okay. So if I can group them together, I can do some pretty serious AoE damage. So I'm less worried if I can pull that off, but I've got to pull that off in the first place. I think height advantage is going to be good here. And let's get rid of this one and put it... I guess I can't really teleport them all together. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but... I mean, I can get this one relatively close to this one. Which is cool. I will use adrenaline. Weak to fire. Weak to fire. Are they all weak to fire? They might all be weak to fire. Yep. Yep. So I will use water damage on them with the red prince, because that just seems to make the most sense. I think we first do this. It should let me stand in water. Indeed it does. So, that gives all of my spells a discount. Still can't quite get the AoE I'm looking for. That apparently hits both. I'll take it. I got a critical on both of them. That was absolutely insane. That one's frozen. That one's the one that goes next. Good to know. I guess I end turn. Should be fine, I think. Good block. Good work, Losa. Okay. I think I want Losa up here, actually. And the reason being, I should be able to get 3 in 1. Alright, so my big AoE should work in that area. I don't have a huge amount of AP, but that should freeze him. Only one turned infested for her, but I think that's fine. Alright. So. First thing that's needed... Why can I get with 1 AP? Get to there. This should get rid of infested. Indeed it does. Theoretically freezes both of them. Freezes one, chilled the other one. Let's see. If I go invisible, they'll attack closer. Okay, I need to... I can see the red prince from here, thank Christ. So I can get rid of infested on him. I'm managing the fact that I don't want them to spawn babies, is what I'm doing here, by the way. I should hit all 3 and probably freeze all 3. Well. I forgot about that little fact. They're full of death fog. I legitimately forgot they were full of death fog. Where is Solora? Safe for now. Okay. So I need... teleport back right now. Theoretically freezes all of them. Okay. Take 1 AP to move forward. You're chilled, not yet frozen, but I should be able to freeze you like that. Hit 1 with cold. I think it's worth burning source here. That's fine. Okay, this takes out another one. No, it doesn't. That's 84 HP still. I think ultimately fine. I think I'm still good. This one will move forward. Cool. 1, that kills him. 2, 3, that either kills or freezes? Probably kills. I need to heal myself to get rid of infested. This is more like a it's more like a game of catch up than anything else. Okay. So I can't really come through here anymore. We are gonna need to 1, give it a save. We need to resurrect poor Losa. I don't think there's anything I can do to clear up Death Fog. As far as I know, I don't think Death Fog in any way can be cleared. Losa's alive then. That's something. Speaking of which, combine this with a scroll of resurrection. That's something. Fog swollen, void touched. It's the fog swollen that were the problems. I could have learned that by reading the names, I suppose. I do want to loot... Oh, the death fog cleared. Interesting. I didn't know it did that. I thought it stayed forever. Oh. Alright, well... That's actually quite useful. Because it means I can go. You'd pick up anything, wouldn't you? A clouded diamond. But while we're here, I can feed on the corpses to get my source back. I legitimately forgot that these things explode into source. I remember there was a battle with spiders. I do not remember that there were spiders that were filled with source. That is something that I did forget. I saw their like bloated bodies, and I'm like, did they explode or something? I couldn't remember. And then I was like, oh, yeah, fucking voidy bullshit. Webbed victim. That is amazing. Is that new? Maybe I've just never noticed it before, but look at it's got its own. That's so cool. That little attention to detail that really makes no difference, but they did it anyway. It's fantastic. Alright, so let's head up here. The reason I want to head up here is I want to have a look in this room, even though also everyone heal, please. Thank you. Yeah, there's no reason for me to come through this room from memory because like it literally just goes to this other side, which is nothing. But this is the room that you have to go through elsewise. I believe this way is fire end to end, and this is arrows end to end. Yeah, it's not a great room to try and go through, but I just want to show off that this room exists. And probably a good idea to try and avoid said room. Cool. But I think ultimately... this is the way that I want to head. I think I am actually successfully exploring all of this place without even necessarily trying to. Those fucking webs. I think rain actually gets rid of webs. I know fire does. Yeah, rain does as well.
I was sure I saw torchlight down there.
Interesting. So the Red Prince seems to be saying torchlight underneath him, which is intriguing. Just to make sure, I think I did indeed get everything up until this point. Yep, totally did. Got there. Cool. We now have a ladder and a bone pile that had a pan in it that I in no way want. Fucking goo. Alright, let's head up. Well, that's intriguing, to say the least. Oh, don't... yeah, there we go. It's the best way to get rid of those things, is just get rid of the large explosive underneath them. Flawed amulet, gold. Gold cup, gold. And gold. More gold. Presumably. Yeah. I was gonna pick it up. Presumably this is the gold that, I think from memory, it leads you to, you follow the gold and it leads you to the thieves' hideout, is the idea. Interesting, though. I love these obvious traps. Weird that you can't nether swap a chest.
Clever trick. Good thing it didn't work.
Handwritten note. Haha, gotcha. Clearly the children of the, the children of the Thieves Guild. Also, you notice all these, bomb-like mechanical teddy bears around here. It seemed that...
I see a trap nearby.
Well done. Disarm said trap, please. The teddy bears are clearly from the, toy maker. So he's helping the children of the Thieves Guild for some reason. As of yet, unspecified, but I don't really need to pick up these gold pieces, to be perfectly honest. And then we get a fast travel point. I believe if you go this way, it takes you up into the prison. It's also blocked currently. What is that? Oh, it's the head of the dragon. I see. Just a gargoyle. So we now have a teleport point down here, which is nice. I'm going to head deeper down, though. Interesting. Clearly something behind here. Cajun Frozen Heart.
He's just a child. Looks it, yes, but I sense something more, something sinister.
Please, I'm so cold.
Lives, we shall not be free.
Certainly intriguing. Quick save here, by the way.
Can't you help me?
Hello.
I wouldn't do anything wrong, mister. You gotta believe me. Let me out, please. I'm not a mistake.
Mistake? Is he the one you've heard of, the fallen Godwoken?
The boy shakes his head in denial, then beams like the summer sun. He reminds you of the Empire's youngest, new sprouts budding into warriors, barristers, dreamers.
You're so cool. Why are you all red like that? Can I touch your scales?
Move your arm close enough for him to touch you.
Neat. You don't feel anything like scabs. Mum always said that's what lizard scales felt like.
The child's glee quickly turns to sorrow. Tears come in great, shimmering droplets.
Can't you let me out? The Magisters put this collar on me because I can make fire with my fingers. Then they just left me here. They're so mean.
Wonder why the Magisters had a little boy locked up here in the first place.
I've been asking myself the same question. They said I did some really bad things, but I'd never do anything wrong. Never, ever. Oh, please let me out.
Ask how you can open this cage.
I'm not sure. It's got something to do with the braziers. That's all I know. I think you gotta just light them all.
He gives you a look that is at once hopeful and hopeless. One last tear slides down his impossibly pink cheek. A hungry kitten couldn't look more plaintive.
Intriguing, really. The way that he looked at me before and it made the Red Prince think of children of the Empire, it seems, at the very least, like it's a manipulation, like a mind effect, because the Red Prince tends not to be affected by those kind of things.
I've spotted something.
Interesting. It's a torture chamber back here. Meat cleaver, pocket dagger. Rack. Certainly something that looks like a torture chamber. And back here you have much the same. You got some stocks, a couple of racks. I'm gonna have an explore around here. Iron Maiden back here as well. And this is where we came from. What's back here though?
Nailed shut. They won't budge.
Interesting, that was locked. I guess I had a key. I'm going to save before I leave here, but I'm going to leave here because I can't remember where this comes out. Oh, interesting. This comes out into the prison as well. So there's 2 entrances into the prison here. Good to know. Good to know. So obviously this was a Magister torture area. Which I guess we know because there's Ghosts of Magisters here. Who I'm going to talk to, by the way. Interesting they all disappeared. Where did the other ghosts go? Interesting.
Terrans unleashed! The mistake repeated! You must contain him, return him, destroy him!
How did he escape? I just walked away for a second. Speaking of which, let me load this quick save for exactly that purpose. I did actually vaguely remember he left and I wanted to talk to all of these Magisters. That's why I did the quick save before I went upstairs. We're coming up to the end here. By the way. Which is why I want to talk to all these guys and then probably end it off there. We'll see how it goes, but we'll see what happens. Oh, Samdell.
You've left Fort Joy well in your past, I see. The Seekers are right to put their faith in you.
Huh. Samdell, how has she come to be here?
I served the Seekers in death as I did in life. 5 wicks, 5 wardens, and 1 mistake. Caged and muted.
The unlit candle nearby flickers briefly to life. The spirit shakes her head and gives you a dismissive wave.
Leave me be. I mustn't falter again.
Interesting.
The spirit offers you a friendly look, but does not speak to you. The spirit shakes his head as you near. He does not wish to speak. The spirit's focus is affixed to the nearby candle. He waves you away as you approach.
The red-scaled God-Woken has come, as I foresaw, and as I feared. The Seekers have suffered enough for their mistake. For them. For us. Turn and go.
Insists he identify himself. Was he?
A friend. A Seeker. And a Guardian. I attend the caged monster before you.
The spirit whips his head towards the caged boy. His eyes narrow, even as the child's widen in apparent terror.
That's notable. The child can see him, even though he's a spirit.
It was Gareth that brought him to us. Charon, the first God-Woken the Seekers found. He ate our food. He enjoyed our fellowship. We nurtured him and taught him.
We elevated him, presented him to the Order. Here he is, we cried, a claimant to divinity. Lucian's cathedral wouldn't remain empty for long. We were certain of it.
We were giddy, high on our own success. We should have seen the massacre coming, but we didn't. I was the first to die, but hardly the last.
Consider the boy. How amazing that such a beast could don an innocent mask.
Beast, an apt word. He took to the sky as if on wings of pure source. I might think a wyvern were attacking, had I not seen for myself his raging eyes.
The child whimpers, poking at a paternal instinct you rarely acknowledged.
Lucian's righteous light guided Gareth and Siva. They blinded him, caged him, but the damage was done. The Seekers were disbanded. Dallas was empowered. And we will never know the comfort of the Hall of Echoes. This is our penance, and the Seeker's burden.
Suggests that releasing the mistake may allow the spirit to leave for the halls.
This is our penance, and this is his punishment. Do not release him. Do not release the monster.
Don't make light of the Seeker's sacrifices. Walk on. Don't look back. Let the mistake remain where it belongs. In the past.
Alright, let's talk to him again, shall we? The mistake, as it were.
Stand tall, Seekers.
Don't make me stay here. Let me go home.
Lower your head. The spirits tell you he is no child, but a monster.
He gives you a look. Bafflement, hopelessness, and innocence radiating from those big eyes. But then, a grin unfurls upon his lips. A grin that does not reach his eyes.
Okay, you got me. The spirits do not lie, so you see them too. Interesting. That makes you one of the Meister's chosen ones.
Damn.
Siva's standards were always uneven. Looking at me, then looking at you, that hasn't changed.
What happened to the boy?
A trick I learned along the way. A way to use my powers. They call us by so many different names, don't they? First Sorcerer, then Godwoken, all the while dangling another one in front of us. Divine.
You want it bad, don't you? You're chasing this thing, this label. Maybe you're trying to save the world. Maybe you're just doing it because they tell you to.
The Seekers told me the same thing. They told me I could rise. I could be the next Divine. I fell for it. Well, who wouldn't, eh? I saw the light, but not in the way they'd expected. I heard the voice. Lucian himself. He gave me the truth. He told me to carry it. He made me real. And he showed me Ahu and the Seekers. He showed me that they're traitors. They have him captive, you know? Oh, yes. He's alive, but he's imprisoned. He has instructed me to free him from his enemies. The Seekers doubted me. Lucian told me to express myself, so I did. I showed those Seekers exactly what I could do. Seekers might be faithful, but they sure as hell aren't smart. I've killed many, but there are more. Free me. Free me, Godwoken. Release me and receive Lucian's favor. We're Godwoken, you and I, practically brothers. Free me, and we'll save Lucian from the traitors.
I don't understand. Why would you massacre the Seekers?
Because they're traitors. Yes, the Seekers are traitors. Ahu is a traitor. That whole find a new Godwoken thing? All lies. And how do I know that? Lucian told me. He's alive! He's being held by traitors, Seekers, and Ahu too. But you and I, we can save him. Join me, and we'll save the Divine together.
Ask him why he sought divinity if Lucian is alive to be saved.
Well, who wouldn't? Charon the Divine, said the Seekers. I was flattered. My ego loved the idea. And the power. I wanted it. I gods damned craved it. And the Seekers delivered it on a silver platter. Gareth couldn't wait to show me off to the Order, the idiot. But that was just my ego. That wasn't really me. This is me. Saving Lucian for the world is my true calling. That and killing Seekers. Same thing, really.
Shake your head in bafflement. Why didn't the Seekers level with you about this?
Shame is powerful. Shame destroys authority. I am their mistake. If they were to tell the truth about me, they'd lose their authority. And rightly so, if you ask me. I'll kill them for that, if for nothing else.
Did Mandy tell you more? How many did he kill?
A few dozen, at least. Would have been more if the Seekers hadn't proved so sacrificial.
Maybe you'd like your cage, because as far as I'm concerned, you can rot in it.
And suddenly, the weeping boy is back, tugging at your heartstrings. Infuriatingly, you feel tears of your own forming in the corners of your eyes.
I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. I'm just a little boy who's being himself, just like his father told him. I'm not a monster. I'm not.
Interesting.
While the mistake
Come on, you gotta let me out of here.
be free. Please, Lizard. Go.
Tell her. Tell him of the mistake's claim that Lucian is alive and being held by Ahu and the Seekers.
His lunacy is all pervasive. Ignore it.
I'm going to save the game here. I'm still undecided on whether or not I'm going to release him and kill him. Or allow the Seekers to try and keep him, and probably fail, judging by what happened when I walked out and came back in again. In any case, thanks for watching, guys. This is going to be the end of this episode. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.